Good day, Babylonians, and welcome to this next installment of your expedition guide list. So, today we are doing Stargrave, which is all about an alien looking meteorite which has landed on, well, this alien world. It's quite frankly, apparently, is very alien. So, into the video, let's go. Let's have a look at the tips, the tricks, the spawn locations, and the enemies that you will be facing. Enjoy.
Never fear of missing out by clicking that subscribe button and becoming another member of the Babylonian family.
So, Stargrave. This is probably actually one of my favourite expeditions, actually, purely based on the aesthetics alone. I really love the desert's rocky feel and just the colours, the sort of like reddish tinge of the sand, the blue light coming down from the meteorites nearby. I think it just makes this map possibly one of the most beautiful maps actually in the game. But it's also not just the aesthetics that I enjoy on this map, it's actually also the fact that you can finish this map really quickly. So if you're looking to get those 4 legendary item drops at the end, or hoping to get them at least, then this is a map for you. You can get this done nice and quick. Not as quick as, say, a Boomtown, possibly not even quite as quick as a Chem Plant, but it's not going to be far off. But if this is in the list and you've got a choice between this and any other map, and you're just purely looking for speed to get your legendaries from the end, go for Stargrave. 100% you're going to enjoy this map, and it's going to be done nice and quickly as well to get you straight back on to that next expedition to keep on looting and get that next badass legendary that you've obviously always wanted. Cannonball. But jokes aside, let's have a look at the first area that you'll come to. So this is the starting area. So you'll run down a little bit of a hill around the mountain, and you'll come to the formation of rocks here. You'll break through these rocks, and you then get to like a fork in the road. So on the left-hand side, all you actually have there is an ammo box, which to me is in a strange position, because at this point you shouldn't need ammo. So you're obviously going to choose to go down the right hand side here. So once you approach down under the little archway, you're going to come to a couple of enemies. So the first thing you need to do is take out the first 2 close enemies right in front of you, and then you're going to have to look to your left and to your right, and obviously straight down the middle as well. So down the middle, you're going to have some snipers trying to take you out. So try and keep in cover as much as possible here if you are using a short range weapon. If you're using a long range weapon, by all means try and take them out nice and quick. But ideally what you're going to want to do is try and focus on the enemies to your left and to your right to start with. So take them out nice and quickly. And then for me, the safest option is to then push round onto the right. Once you've got that left and right section sorted out, so left I usually go for the start, right hand side with the next thing to take out, move on around on that right, you'll get to the middle section of, or the middle area of the first section. So here we can see are the spawn points that you need to keep an eye out for. So you'll be getting enemies dropping down from the top left, and the red circle just to the right of that one as well. You'll see enemies will be dropping down there behind that cover. And then just on the right hand side of the screen, we've got 2 more spawn points that you need to keep an eye out for. So don't ever leave your back to those 2 areas for too long when focusing on the top spawn points. Make sure, as you can see in this clip here, you can see them dropping down. So make sure you kill those and then turn around, keep an eye behind you, because they will try and sneak up on you. So what enemies can you expect to see here? So you'll see a couple of destroyers with their miniguns and their heavy armor. So a tip for them is actually, if you want to not waste your ammo, melee them first. That'll actually break their armor. Then you can start dealing damage with your guns. You've then got your huntsmen with their sniper rifles, the bulwarks obviously with their shotguns, so don't let them get too close. Then you've got the berserkers as well with their melee, which will deal a fair amount of damage if they get close again. There's a single warlord that you need to take care of. And you've got the warriors with their assault rifles. So too many of the warriors can be a pain, but if you keep on the numbers, if you keep shooting them, keep killing them, then you should be okay here. Now, moving on to the next section here, nice and simple with this one really. So you take out the enemy that spawns just to your left as you break down the rubble, then another one onto the right, and then you just keep pushing forward, and the enemies will mostly be spawning from the back left. But you do need to keep an eye just to your right here as well. So you will get a few spawns here. So if you don't push forward too far, just hold back a little bit. You can then just keep an eye on them as they're spawning in front of you, or if you do push forward, just remember to keep an eye behind. So as you're pushing forward, taking them out on the left, you'll get a couple drop down at the back right as well. So if we have a look at the spawn points here, you can see, so you'll initially get quite a few spawn from here, but then you'll also have a couple on the back right here as well. Now moving on to what I would say is possibly the most beautiful part of this level, actually, with the beautiful blue glow from the meteorite. So in this section you're going to be coming across just the normal small, the red perforos, then you have the venomous, so the green perforos as well. There's going to be a fair few crawlers here. You're going to have to come against 2 screechers, and there's plenty of maulers, and there are also the behemoths that you need to try and take out. So let's have a look and see where those spawn. Once you've cleared the area of the initial few maulers, the venomous and the normal perforos, and the first crawler, you'll then have to take out a behemoth. As you saw at the start of this clip here, you saw it spawning in the back there. So we'll have a look at the spawn points closer in a moment. But once you've taken that out as well, you'll probably notice you've got the 2 screechers coming after you as well. So you'll have almost like an endless array of enemies coming after you here. So you've got to try and balance between taking out the screechers and keeping an eye on all the venomous and the perforos that are coming after you. So once you've taken those out, again, there's going to be another wave of enemies coming for you. So with this, there's quite a few actually. So you'll have the crawlers will be spawning at the back end as well. So they do come out quite slowly. So if you've got a strong weapon, if you've got your dark sacrifice, etc., ready, you're going to be able to take them out before they even have a chance to try and attack you as well. So from here you can see most of the, if not all of the spawn points that you'll find the crawlers coming from. So if you take a look here, there's no easier way really to show this than circles across the back end. They can spawn from these locations. I don't know if there's a pattern to it off the top of my head, but just keep an eye out on the minimap and you'll see them spawn. Again, like I say, take them out nice and quick if you can, focus on them, and then the smaller, so the venomous and the perforos, will be a lot easier to take out. Now be prepared here, because there is going to be a bit of an ambush. They're not going to surround you because you're going to stay at the top here. You can't push forward until after they've jumped out, in all fairness. But you're going to see there is going to be 4 alphas and a couple of the little boys, the perforos as well. So there's not a whole lot you can do really as they're spawning. So they're not going to jump out towards you. So you just have to wait until the animation's complete. And then if you want to, you can take a step back. So they're going to have to come to you anyway. You don't have to push into there. But you can take them out fairly easily as, say, like a techno or a pyro. So you can see here the pyro just absolutely melts them with the heat wave, and then using ash blast with overheat completely destroys them. But depending on what class you're using, you should have a method of being able to destroy them quite quickly as well. So I know with Technomancer you can use the cold snap, which you can then pair that with the chest piece, the Borealis chest piece, which should do, I think it's around 240,000 damage on enemy kill. So you kill the perforo first, the small one, and then that'll do damage to the alpha, hopefully killing the other perforos as well, which in turn will then do extra damage to the alpha. And it's just a bit of a domino effect there, really. Now, this final section, as you've seen, is just basically a bowl, really. So you can run around the edge, you can go down the bottom, which you don't need to worry too much about the bottom, really, as the enemies will push up towards you. So once you've taken out the first wave, you will then see that this Brood Empress will spawn. So I got a lovely shot there using different camera angles, breaking game mechanics doing so. So taking out the Brood Empress, again, try and get rid of her before she comes down from that central area if you can. So obviously a bit more difficult if you're using close range, but if you're using long range like Techno, nice and easy. And then you just got to keep taking out the there's just going to be the Perforos, the Venomous, and the Alphas here, so just keep doing what you've been doing and take them out. Now, I don't think it's really much point showing the spawn points in this section because it is literally just a bowl where they will just all come after you. So once you've killed a couple of them initially on the left or the right, they will just start to spawn and push towards you. But if you want to know where they are, that it's literally just on the outer edges. You can see the little divots in the walls as well. That's where they'll be coming from. So I'm just going to take this time now to say, again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching any other videos, and if you join our live streams, it would be great to see you there, have a chat, maybe do some carries. So until next time, enjoy.